get a string and just tie it to the calendar, because, you know, really the most fun of all is when the days before Christmas comes. You know, after Christmas, you kind of go, yeah, like a balloon. It's just, you know, it's nice to be out of school and everything. You have a lot of things to look forward to in January and February. Already the store's getting ready for Valentine, you know, and then Martin Luther King's birthday comes in there and you get a day off for that.
And I'm seeing spring stuff.
I know it already, so really, you know, it's okay, but it sure is nice before Christmas.
It is.
Yeah, all the Christmas spirit. It's just a different feeling. Christmas is just a marvelous, mysterious time, isn't it?
It is, and
Special
it's
time.
nice
I
to
love the book you're going to read today, too.
I
We
do
certainly
too.
didn't talk about that. But I guess we better do Jingle Bells. Let me see if I can get this old. This is old or hard. Let me see. There we go. Let's go, fella. Okay, you ready? Well, dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ha ha ha! The bells on Bobtail ring, naked spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight! Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh! Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh! I get to be the horse. I rode that all night. How about that? Let's see. A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bright, that was lady, was seated by my side. The horse was leaning like misfortune seemed his lot. He got into a drifted bank, and then we got upside. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Whoa, you're awesome. What fun. Yay.
Pretty Jingle Bells.
I know it. Well, you know, all those are fun songs too, but you know there's so many wonderful carols that we sing before Christmas.
It
And so,
sure is.
how about, let's see, you know Silent Night?
I know Silent.
You know, I think that was written, many years ago, over in the land of the man, over at Road Up Leland, was over from Germany.
Oh.
Long, far away. Let's see, let's do Silent Night. Ready? Let's go. Let's see. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is right, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild. I have to go down here.
Sleep in heavenly peace.
Sleep in heavenly peace. And you know, everybody knows, because, hey, have you ever out there, did you ever be in a play about Christmas? Sometimes you get to be an angel, or sometimes the animals get to be, the children get to be animals.
That's
and they
right.
wear, one time I went to see one, and there were some sheep, and they had little hats on with long ears. It was so cute.
So
And a
much
donkey.
fun.
Yeah, that's so much fun.
It
Let's see, let's do
is.
Away in the Manger,
Oh,
okay?
I like that one
You don't want to get too high. Let's go. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed. The little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay. The little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. So you said that really good. Do you know the other one? It said, the cattle are low and the baby awakes, but little Lord Jesus no crying he makes. I love thee, Lord Jesus. What is it?
I ask thee to stay close by me forever and
All right.
love me.
You know
I
that.
pray.
You sing that one. Okay, let's go.
The cattle are lowing, the poor baby wakes, but little Lord Jesus no crying he makes. I love thee, Lord Jesus, look down
till
Morning is nigh. It's been a year since I sang it.
Forget from one year to the other. Well, you know, lots of times I just make up words for songs. Sometimes you kids out there say, "No, Miss Maddie, you're not singing that right."
Me too.
And Scooter Mouse always makes up songs too.
Aw.
I tell you, he made a good one. But you read the story first, because that's good, and then I'll do Scooter Mouse's song, so he won't get mad. Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right, everybody, let's go. Let's do. Baby Jesus in a manger, see his mother gently rocks him. This is a beautiful book.
It is a beautiful book. It's called Great Joy by Kate DiCamillo.
And that's the lady that wrote so many popular songs, books
She
for kids.
did. She wrote a lot of
I
good
remember all the
books.
kids like about Winn-Dixie.
And she's got beautiful illustrations. That's the pictures and everything that somebody drew and colored, and it's so pretty. But you know, Christmas time for Christians is about baby Jesus in the manger.
Because we had one the other day about Hanukkah. That was about
We
some, the
did.
Jewish nation, different country. And we sang today, Away in a Manger. That's, A Silent Night. That's German. So those are all from different countries. We
That's
all celebrate
right.
Christmas.
And we've talked about Santa Claus, and we're going to have one on Kwanzaa. So,
And didn't you tell me that you were talking to Santa Claus about coming back and a visit with
and
us?
Santa Claus is going to come make a visit with us.
And you know about getting hot chocolate mixes, things like that. You might be getting a hot chocolate mix, right?
Oh, that sounds
We need to give
good.
them a little something.
We
for
do.
cooking. Okay, well, okay, go ahead.
Some milk and cookies. Okay, now this book is called Great Joy. The week before Christmas, a monkey appeared on the corner of 5th and Vine. He was wearing a green vest and a red hat, and with him was a man, an organ grinder, who played music for people on the street.
That's kind of like something that was long ago, right? You know, in the big cities.
They probably still do that in some big cities.
They might do that. Since we live in a little city, we don't know anything about that, do we?
In the daytime, when the sun shone, the sequins on the monkey's vest glittered and flashed, and from the window of her apartment, Frances could see the tin cup he held out to the people who walked by. Sometimes, if it was very quiet for just a minute, she could hear the music. It came across the crowded sidewalk and up through the windows, and even though the organ grinder and the monkey were just across the street, the songs sounded sad and far away, like the music from a dream. "Where do they go at night?" Frances asked. "Who?" said her mother. "That man and his monkey." "Oh, Frances," said her mother, "don't ask me questions that I can't answer. I'm sure they go somewhere. Everyone goes somewhere." "But where?" said Frances. "I have no idea," said her mother. "Turn around." Frances turned. Her mother pinned the bottom of her robe. "There," said her mother. "Now all I have to do is hem it and you'll be ready. Have you memorized your line?" "Yes," said Frances. "Are you excited about the pageant?" "Yes," said Frances, and she turned away from her mother and looked out the window at the monkey.
Now they get ready. We were talking about they get ready for a program, huh?
They are. They're getting ready for their Christmas program called a pageant.
I love this book.
That night, Frances made herself stay awake. She hummed songs and set her multiplication tables. She named the capitals of each state: St. Paul, Tallahassee, Harrisburg, one after the other. Every time she felt as if she might fall asleep, she shook her head and pinched her arm and opened her eyes wide. Finally, at midnight, Frances got out of the bed and crept down the hallway to the living room.
See, she's got a flashlight.
She does have a flashlight. She looked down into the street. She saw the organ grinder, but where was the monkey? Her heart thumped. Then she saw him, tucked inside the man's overcoat, his small red hat still on his head. "Look at me," Frances whispered. "Look up here." Look, see him down here in the corner?
Well, it's nighttime. He's
It
dead.
is. So I guess
I
he
wonder
sleeps on the street. he didn't have anywhere to go.
Her mother
And
said
that's
he probably
why.
went somewhere, but he didn't
But
have
he
anywhere to
didn't.
go.
He
Yeah.
slept on the street with his monkey curled up. And sometimes it gets really cold at night. And that's why he would play organ music, because he was trying to earn money. It was the organ grinder who looked up, though, not the monkey. He took his cap from his head and raised it to her.
Yeah, I guess he saw her flashlight and then he saw her face.
Right. He saw her through the window, and that was just a greeting. He was telling her hello.
It's at night time, everybody goes, shh.
They sleep on the street, Frances said the next morning, even when it snows. Oh, Frances, said her mother, maybe they could come for dinner? No, they can't come for dinner, said her mother. Why not? They're strangers, that's why. Eat your breakfast, Frances. You've got a big day ahead of you.
Oh, that must be the day it's going to be the play.
It must be. But, you know, I mean, her mother's not being mean by not bringing them in, because you've got to be careful.
Yeah, she didn't. Oh, and look, it snowed.
All that day it snowed, but by the evening, in time for the pageant, the sky cleared. The snow was so deep, Frances had to wear her boots for the walk to church. The organ grinder and the monkey were still on their corner. Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, I don't want him to be out there in the cold.
Frances ran up and put a nickel in the monkey's cup. I'm going to be in the Christmas play tonight, she said. I get to wear wings, and I have one line to say. Do you want to hear it? Frances, her mother said, we're going to be late. Let's go. You can come, Frances said, turning back. The play is at the church. It's just down the street. You can both come. The organ grinder smiled at her, but his eyes looked sad. At the church, everyone else was already in costume. Hurry, the choir director said as he helped Frances put on her wings. The shepherds walked out first, and then the choir director pointed to Frances. Now, he whispered. It's her turn.
I hope she remembers what she's supposed to say, don't you?
Oh, I know. Frances stood very still. She opened her mouth, but the words would not come. Say it, whispered one of the shepherds. Say it, hissed an angel who did not have any lines of her own. The camel, which was really two people, swayed nervously back and forth. But Frances could not speak. All she could think about was how cold it was outside and how sad the organ grinder's eyes were, even when he smiled. The world was quiet. Everyone waited. Then, at the back of the sanctuary, a door opened. Frances smiled. Did you see? It was the organ grinder and his monkey.
Her friends.
Behold, she shouted, I bring you tidings of great joy. And because the words felt so right, Frances said them again. Great joy.
This is a wonderful book.
The end. But doesn't it bring you such great joy to invite people to church?
So
and
good.
they can hear about the story of Jesus, and they can come in and get warm and eat and have a good meal?
And maybe somebody at the church helped them find a place to stay so they
Right.
wouldn't have to be on the street. That's where it'd be.
I know. I'm sure they did.
That was a lovely story. That author, Kate DiCamillo, writes some very nice stories, and I hope our mothers and our parents out there will remember that when we begin to get the library open again, that you will get some of those books, because she's a wonderful writer.
She is.
She came to the over at Southern because she got the medallion, the Southern Medallion one year. And that's a very great honor for the University of Southern to bestow that on an author or an illustrator. That was so good. You always find the best stories. That was really good, Miss Laura. I love you, Miss Laura.
Oh, I love you, Miss Maddie.
Oh, me. Well, listen, we have to sing Schoolmouse's song. It goes, Jesus is the reason for the season. We sing our songs of praise and joy. Jesus is the reason for the season, 'cause Mary had a little baby boy. And then we sing, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, baby Jesus.
Happy birthday to you.
And then we go, Merry Christmas.
Merry
Woo-hoo.
Christmas.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.